to start this off with my story. And my story starts with a little chubby short girl in elementary school who got picked last on the little kickball team. I'm definitely not that upset about it anymore, but I do think that that insecurity of feeling left out as a child has really shaped the insecure feelings that I still carry with me to today, which is, I think, a lot of people experience as well. And I felt uncomfortable, and I felt uncomfortable with myself and my body. And as I grew up, that never changed. I always was uncomfortable with my body. I never loved myself really. And I used wardrobe to mask that, but maybe a little bit differently. I went to college and everyone had, the Louis Vuitton baguette, which my mother would not buy for me. And everyone had a Kate Spade handbag that they would wear to class and then put it on the floor, which back in the late 90s, early 2000s, that was kind of very expensive as a backpack. My mom wouldn't buy me that. I called her crying, saying everybody has a Kate Spade backpack and I really want one. And she goes, go get a job. So I didn't get one because I also didn't want to get a job either. But I was in college. But what I ended up doing is seeing that a lot of girls had a lot of things that I didn't have. And that made me feel insecure. It made me feel uncomfortable with myself. So what I did is I ended up looking for pieces out there that were unique and different. And I used to shop vintage, and I still do, vintage and flea markets. And I used to make my own t-shirts. I used to cut up my Indiana University t-shirt because I didn't want to wear a crew neck short sleeve t-shirt. I wanted a one shoulder, fringe sleeved, tied in knots top that when I walked around that I felt confident because I was so different, that I wasn't like anybody. And that made me feel better. But I still struggled with my confidence across the board from college and into New York when I worked as a clothing designer. And I was there for 7 years in, there's powerhouse women with fabulous style in New York, and I couldn't have been more intimidated. And I really struggled with accepting me and finding pieces that were me and even right for me and right for my body. Over time, I started creating wardrobe out of pieces that were maybe less expensive or just basics that I found that I can create in different ways and unique ways to expand the idea that you can take a single piece and wear it in 4 different ways. And I started doing that for myself and realizing that I can build a strong wardrobe with small amounts of pieces, great accessories, a lot of visual interest by mixing it up and layering and changing how I put, my cardigan over my blouse, but I'm belting over it. Little details that elevate my wardrobe that made me feel relevant, that made me feel confident. And so what happened today? I've been doing that so much for years to compensate for my insecurity that I've created a formula. I developed my own formula for wardrobe longevity, which is how you expand your single pieces and your full wardrobe into so many outfits. I mean, possibility is everywhere when it comes to your wardrobe. And that is what I've developed in my own story that I then now do for myself, and I also do for my clients. Because I think most importantly, I have learned to love that I am different, that I'm not like everyone else, and I'm not the same as everyone else, and I will never be. And as much as I'm so challenged, and still today with insecurities about wishing that I could be somebody else, or like somebody else, or look like someone else, I am not them. I'm Laurie. I'm LaurieB Style, and I am proud to be who I am because I am different. And I've gone through this style journey to discover today that no matter what I wear, when I define my waist, when I look at myself in the mirror and I see myself as beautiful, powerful, confident, I feel great. And you can't do anything to change that. And so, except my own self when I totally have one of those like girl days, which we all do. But the truth is, I do love being different, and I encourage you all to be different as well, because it's our individuality that makes our own unique style great. So that is my style story in a nutshell, if that's really considered a nutshell. But I want to share this with you because I know we all go through this, and you're not alone. And I'm not alone. I sometimes feel alone, and I'm not alone because I know that we all do this together. So I hope you enjoy every little interview and laughter and story that we share with the Style Stories, because every style has a story. Join me at LaurieBstyle.com. You can also find me on Facebook at my fan page. It's LaurieB Style fan page, and Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest. It's out there. You name it, I got it. And I can't wait to hear from you. And I can't wait to hear your story. We'll see you next time.